21 families were run Jamaica and mourn. Because he was loved. So this weekend, when they must see a mourn, they must forget say a word, a minute of bereavement. Another minute of bereavement, because I said to you all the time, Jamaica, people who are on the spectrum, love them, but monitor them, care for them, show them compassion, but see to it that they take their medication. People who are on the spectrum, including myself, if you have to be medicated, go get medicated. If you have to take your tablets, take your tablets. Because the chemical imbalances, Jamaica, are real.
Why did they never look out for him?
Nobody. He hugged his mother. He hugged his father. Then he put it to him head 3 times. He's a YouTuber, Courtney. He goes by the name James. So when I tell you mental illness is real, stop thinking for a second that people are mad. They are just special. We are just special. All we need is love and compassion. Rather than the observer call me today to talk about mental illness, you want to find out what the boy do to kill himself. Why you don't use the time, observer and whosoever else, to use on the platform to bring awareness to mental health struggles? I told you last week, many of them uptown around the spectrum. Many of them are suffering in silence. I spoke about it last week. And people are saying, boy, teacher, them never know. It's real, Jamaica. 4 in every 10 Jamaican suffers from a mental health struggle. And I believe it is actually 7. I believe at least 6 out of every 10 Jamaicans suffers from either psychosis, bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, or trauma, Courtney.
Yeah. Take your meds.
Take your medication. Be monitored. Go and find a psychologist. Go and speak to a psychiatrist. That is why when I exhausted, I just take up my phone and call Dr. Prof. Abel and say, Prof, where are you? He said, just come at my office, Andre. You know how powerful it is to just sit down and talk to somebody sometimes. You know when I sit down and reason with Professor Wendell Abel, how that is beautiful, Courtney, because you don't understand him. Prof. Abel understands me because he will see the signs and say, no, Andre, Andre, yes, Andre, no, Andre, are you having these signs? Are you hearing voices? No, Prof. Are you doing this? No, Prof. Andre, are you sleeping? Yes, Prof. Are you taking your meds? No, Prof. Are you eating on time? What are you eating? Don't to where you eat affect your mental illness. There are some fruits and foods, Jamaica, that if you have them too much or too often can trigger the chemical imbalances in your brain. And the government is doing nothing about it. You realize since the government win, the amount of cases of mental illness, the amount of cases of suspected suicides.
Every other day.
A friend of mine sent me a report. Ishmael, put up the report here for me. May I send it to your from my next phone? Look on the report here. Ever since the incursion, the pandemic, and people are taking the injection. Suicidal thoughts, Jamaica, is 150 times more likely to happen in persons who have taken the jab. Look at schizophrenia. 315 times more likely that somebody who have taken the jab. Look at dementia. Look at psychosis. Look at blood clots, brain clots. Look at depression. Violent behavior, cognitive decline, delusions, Jamaica. When I saw this, I said to myself, I had to share it with you all tonight. Have you seen, and there's a report that is coming out of the University of West Indies that is saying that there are more cases right now, Courtney, since the pandemic. Ishmael, I don't know if you have that story. Since the pandemic, there have been a significant increase in the amount of cases at the psychiatric ward. It has grown exponentially. That Jamaica, the admission at the psychotic ward has moved from like 90 persons to 500 people.
Like that. Every day.
And I said to myself, from 90 people, Ward 21 can't even accommodate more than 21 persons. So
the University Hospital of the West Indies is reporting a sharp rise in mental health cases at the Accident and Emergency Department. Now, the medical chief of staff, Dr. Carl Bruce, says this is a new and emerging trend at the hospital. Shamila Pullen reports.
According to data from the University Hospital of the West Indies, in 2019, the hospital admitted some 393 cases on the psychiatric ward. But in 2023, that figure jumped to almost 500. Fast forward to the present, and the numbers are startling. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the hospital saw 30 to 40 patients weekly for mental-related illnesses. That number has since increased to at least 50 weekly. Some of these patients are being accommodated in the Accident and Emergency Department as they wait for a space to be admitted on the psychiatric ward. Medical Chief of Staff Dr. Carl Bruce says the growing demand highlights ongoing challenges in mental health care at the facility.
What we had to do was to create a section in the emergency room. Even though we know it's unofficial and it's temporary, that area is always full. And this is despite transferring patients outside to the mental hospital. And at this time, Ward 21, our mental facility that takes really great care of those patients, have a waiting list only. So we now see that the challenge with mental health is not just a blip, it's persistent, and we're going to have to deal with it also.
Most cases involve patients in the acute phase who require urgent immediate care. Dr. Bruce says these patients are a danger to themselves.
I think the increase in the number of mental health patients that we're seeing is multifactorial. Yes, there were the challenges of patients not accessing care in COVID, but I think all of us can agree that the pandemic brought with us a lot of stress. And a lot of people have not been able to manage their mental space, have not been able to manage their personal space well. And so it's multifaceted.
Dr. Bruce says the approach must go beyond emergency room treatment. He says simply treating patients by giving them medications is not enough.
You're going to need to have long-term follow-up, and some patients are going to need to be in a facility. Others, we can use our community program to try and help them in the community, which we prefer at times. But definitely, when a patient has acute psychosis, the families, the healthcare workers definitely have to turn to the hospitals to stabilize them, to diagnose them, and then to find a treatment regime that will help them overcome the acute part of their mental health disorder.
Ballot! Ballot! Ballot!
Ballot! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Jamaica. That is Dr. Carl Bruce. That is Dr. Bruce. Was it Dr. Bruce who operated on the Governor General?
Yes. I'm man.
Dr. Bruce, and him chatting on.
Yeah.
He explained to Jamaica. I know Dr. Bruce to be a neurosurgeon. I don't know of him being a psychiatrist. And the way in which he spoke eruditely and so profusely, I thought I was speaking to a psychiatrist.
Dr. Hunter, no call now.
Dr. Hunter, do spare me tonight. Me can't. Hey! Why? Why? Why?
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus.
Dr. Hunter, call. Answer the phone. Lord God, Dr. Hunter. Dr. Hunter, oh.
Brother,
Yes.
this is why I was so upset with the conversation around this election.
Mm.
We completely forgot about 2020 to 2024 and continuing.
Yes.
Every single time there's an economic stress applied to the economy, the people,
Yes.
mental health increases.
Yes.
You do not need to be a neurosurgeon to know that.
Yes.
In 2008, the same thing happened. In FinSAC, the same thing happened.
In
The
SSM.
government did absolutely nothing to address the economic distress of the people. They're going around building buildings,
Yes.
but you need to build lives,
Yes.
right? It doesn't make sense to put yourself up in a 10-floor building with not a blade of grass around you,
Yes.
and you can't pay the maintenance. Bills every minute. You can't afford to live. You just have to work, and you're in the rat trap. If you don't work,
Yes.
you're in trouble. You get kicked out. So the economic distress
Yes, Doctor.
from the 2020 pandemic
Yes.
was directly the reason why these increases in mental health. And if you think you see University Hospital as an epicenter, forget it. Forget it. The epicenter lies in our parish hospitals,
Really?
in Mandeville Hospital,
Really?
in Maypen Hospital. You said it. In Maypen Hospital, in St. Mary, Port Maria. These are the and it's kind of dangerous, because if the mental health officers do not go and give the medication in time
Yes.
to these patients, they are going to cause problems for the family and for their neighbors, and then vigilante justice chips in.
Yes.
I mean, we have seen several people last year being shot. I remember the Brownstone case. The man charged at the police. This is the effect of economic distress. And why do we say that? After 10 years in power,
Yes.
you only produce 0.8% economic growth.
Mighty God, Dr. Hunter. Nothing for the people of the country, right? Nothing.
You are building concrete jungles,
Yes.
but you're not building people's lives.
Boy, Dr.
Where are the beautiful parks that you can go safely? I mean, the waterfront should be a nice place you can walk at this time of the night safely to just chill out and feel the night breeze.
Yes.
Oh, we can't do that. So this is nothing new. It happened in the Great Depression of 100 years ago. It happened in 2008. It happened in FinSac, and it happened in 2020.
Yes.
And it is wrong what the politicians did when they gave themselves 300% increase.
Yes.
And then the ordinary folk, especially, let's forget about the government workers, but ordinary folk in private business like yourself, who struggled through the pandemic. Nobody knows the trouble you feel. Nobody knows what you had to go through. The people who gambled on the Airbnbs and they were empty. These are the people we are seeing with mental health diseases. Yes, chemical imbalance is a theory, right? Yes. But the biggest thing is economic distress. You put somebody whose standard of living was normally X and you reduce it to 1/10 X. Expect mental health disorders. Neurosurgeons used to treat mental health disorders. In fact, we got a Nobel Prize in 1954 for it. We used to do psychosurgery because there are no injections or tablets. So it used to be a huge part of neurosurgery. And Igas Moniz from Portugal got the Nobel Prize for coming and doing frontal lobotomies. But the problem with that treatment was that you permanently made a person a furniture. They wouldn't move from a corner of the house. They would stay there and not interact. But this is known to the government.
Yes, they know.
If there's economic distress, if there's increase in poverty, if there is increase in or decrease in high quality jobs and increase in low paying jobs, there's no job security, then do not be surprised that mental health is increasing, not just at the university hospital, that's just a little dot, the entire country. Remember, they deinstitutionalized mental health. So most people are like that poor, unfortunate fellow at his home struggling. Most mental health is not in the hospital. And it is time that the government have mobile unit. My plan, which was
sabotaged by this government
to be looked at, was to have units that go to your home
mobile
and treat you at home. Because of the stigma associated with mental health.
Well, Dr.
Right?
Hunter, we're going to follow.
People don't want to marry you. People don't want to get in a relationship with you. It is a very problematic disease. So it's all down to the economic downturn. Look what happened in Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic, it's the same thing with COVID. They saw the greatest economic growth in 30 years because they didn't lock down, because they didn't distress their businesses. Now they are reaping the reward. Over 10.5 million visitors, while Jamaica is still anemic at 4 million visitors. This is directly correlated with the truly depressive economy that we have.
Thank you.
A distressful economy, and people are stressed. Some people will go violent on you, crime, acquisitive crime, rob you. You have to be careful, but then other people will just lose it mentally because they're losing their homes, they're losing their businesses, and the government has yet to address the massive loss of businesses from their COVID.
All right, Dr. Hunter, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing today.
Bless you.
We'll talk again soon. God bless you.
Bless you.
Wow. He's very knowledgeable of his subjects, you know.
Very much.
He's very knowledgeable of his subjects.
It's a stress.
Him not sound like Carl Bruce when I sound like him not know if I taxi.
Stay tuned for more PDTV News Evening Highlights. Remember to show your support. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.